Cat, are you staying? Steers, are you staying?
Nope. Soft.
Cool, soft.
I'm tired.
Candy ass.
Boy, I'm tired.
Carson.
You know what the ladies gonna say? My ass is sweet.
Alrighty, so I'm here with Carson, right? So we're gonna work on a couple different wall defensive strategies, not so much individual techniques. So when I'm here and Carson's in on like a double leg on me, there's basically two ideas of which direction you should go. Should I look to break him down and start pushing the head down, or should I look to, dig under, drag him up? Both have their good and their bad, so I'm going to go through some of that and then we're going to work a little bit on those. But regardless which way we're going, first thing I want to do whenever Carson gets in on a double leg, I want to turn my hips off the wall and make sure I'm not just flat sitting into it, right? I'm going to create that angle, boom, get my good wide base here. Because either way, doesn't matter which direction you're going, you want to get a good base here, all right? First thing we're going to work on is just dragging him up. Because sometimes if I start pushing him down, you're going to end up in that chain wrestling momentum. So if you're going up against a good wrestler, I don't recommend driving him down like covering the head like we're going to work next. I recommend dragging him up so that way you can get chest to chest and turn. So that's what we're going to work on here. So he's in here. Boom. First thing I'm going to look to do, I'm going to look to dig underhook here on this outside hand. My inside hand, I'm going to look to dig up and in here. Now, when I'm here, I'm going to look to pull this elbow up, getting my chest as near his chest as I can. As soon as I'm here, guys, I'm going to look to drive up and chest in. Because my goal here is to get him disengaged off my hips. That's the main goal here. It's not so much to get chest to chest or get to a plum or get to anything else. Is I want to disengage his chain wrestling by getting him off my hips. So when I'm here, boom, I get my hips turned, boom, I get this under, boom. Now it's going to be a lot harder for him to switch from double to single and all those different things, right? Now, when we're here, I'm going to still look to drag him up here. I'm going to look to turn, boom, here, break off. Violence as needed from this. So that's what I want you guys working on first, but I want you guys thinking of conceptually why we would want to drag someone up. If we want to go to the ground, if we want to engage in that grappling, we're going to do what we do next. But if you're trying to stay standing and kickbox, dragging them up is going to be more where we want to be. Questions on this?
Is the hip like this right away?
Yeah, as soon as, so like, we're here, you're striking with me, Carson's beating me up like he always does. He shoots on a shot because that's Carson's game. As soon as he makes contact here, I'm going to turn my hips. Boom. I'm going to look to get my head and my chest down and get my underhooks here. Because that's going to allow me to start getting him off my hips. That hip control is what I'm looking for. If I can control your hips and connect my hands, I'm finishing eventually. May not be the double, it may not be that first or second shot. But the second my hands connect and I have any sort of control of your hips, I have you dead to rights of that. So the goal at that point is get that hip control broke with the turn and the drag up. Does that make sense? So boom, turn, get your underhooks, drag them up, quarter turn off. Questions? 1, 2, 3. Yes, go ahead.
Here, Carson. Over here. It feels like that stuff isn't working. How bad of an idea is this?
Not bad if we want to go back into the wrestling. If I want to cover the head and go into like a front headlock position, not bad. But it just kind of varies on what you're trying to do. So like if I'm in here with you, so like this next section is, he's in here and I want to grapple, right? Like if someone engages with me against the cage, it's like, yeah, I don't want to be on my back in MMA, but I do want to grapple here. Like this is kosher, I'm good with this. So when I'm here, I'm not going to look to drag him up unless I want to turn and shoot on him, right? I want to get him back down to like a front headlock position. So for me, all I'm going to look to do is go chin cup here, just like we would for like our guillotine attacks, which is going to give me just that little bit of a threat, especially with gloves on. It just gives a natural bit of threat. This hand, once again, I'm coming here, and I like to just grab my hand. As soon as I'm here, I'm going to turn. The goal is to get your feet away from the wall so you can get your base back. So when I'm here, boom, he's in. I don't like that. I still turn my hips instantly, get my good wide base, right? That is always step one when you get shot at the wall. Boom, I get here. I like to connect my hands here. You don't have to. You can go kind of claw hook and chin cup. But when I'm here, all I'm going to look to do, shuffle my feet out. Now, once you're here in that front headlock, you have a variety of options. You can start engaging in some chokes, starces, von flus, yada, yada, yada. You can also look to engage in, boom, here, which is where I like to go, which is what I recommend, is to get into that seatbelt position to where I'm hooking that hip and using that wall as a third hand. So when I'm here and I have this hooked, I'm driving him into this wall so that if the dude tries to get up, he can't come this way. I can use the wall as a tool here. I can use a good wide base, that good hip strut here, and I can use that to start peppering and make him pull, or I can look to engage here. That's the nice part of if you can get that quarter turn and back to that front head. So, like we were talking about, the concept is, do I want to grapple, do I want to strike? If I want to strike, generally I'm dragging him up. If I want to grapple, generally I'm pushing him down.
When you step, is it like a down block for your foot?
Yes, very simple. So like when I'm here, even if I don't get that chin cup, if I'm just here, getting that head down, spinning to the back, now I can start to wrist trap and pound here and use that wall and use these grips as an option to attack. Now we're in the grappling world. I can attack and do what I need to do from there. Alright? So working on turning, covering that head, snapping him down, and either setting up your favorite choke from there or spinning to the back and working some ground and pound. Alright?
Sorry, you do it one more time.
Yeah. Did you have a question or just see it?
No, I'm trying to see it one more time.
So I'm here, boom, I don't care if you're pushing the head down or cupping it.
And then this is this one where you can do the. I know you showed before where like you roll the wrist when you lock it.
Yes. Yes, that guillotine is still available.
I'm talking about because I thought you showed it where it's like at the chest and you like.
Oh, like chest wrapping?
Yeah.
Yes, different from what we're working right now.
Okay.
Similar concept though. For me, I'm always going to look to push and frame right here. Because I'm not going to look to really start setting up my chokes until I get him broke down a little bit. So I'm going to look to shift my hips out, scroll my legs back, and cover his neck. Here. Now, once we're here, I can either start working chokes, or I can look to start transitioning towards the back and side control. Alright?
What if they wrap around with that foot? How does that change? So if they're here, and they wrap around.
That's fine. You're still going to look to, you want to kind of fight and get that leg out if possible, but if they've really committed to that leg, all you're going to look to do is turn and throw. If you commit to that leg and I have good balance, I'm just going to throw you. Like a lot of guys hook that leg and don't start attacking. So they'll hook that leg thinking they have me trapped. Here. All I have to do is really bury that judo overhook, and I'm here. Because now he's committed to this as much as I am.
How do you do? What was that motion? Would you do it without him?
I'm here. I keep that judo overhook, and I turn. That's all you're doing. I'm here. It's very simple. It looks complicated because he goes somewhere, but it's because all his weight's in my legs. So when I'm here, all I'm looking to do is come here, kick my foot up, throw my shoulder forward. Here, violence is needed. All right? Drill her out. 1, 2, 3.